Ickum, how are you doing this evening, brother?
I'm doing good, Rich. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. With me here is James Greenwell. He is the my music manager and the general manager of Power Requires Hustle, which is my label. Say hi, James.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Man, I've been really excited to have you on the show, man. I've been trying to wiggle you on for a couple weeks, man, but you stay busy, and
I'm trying to keep it going.
yeah, it just so happened you had time for me after church to to talk to me. So.
You know how I do. I try to get my nice sermons in,
You know what? Whenever you can. Whenever you can. But
Absolutely.
look, we were looking over your Facebook page, Creeping, and we saw that you have a new album you're gonna put out, man. And do you know when you were dropping it?
It's actually going to be dropping technically tomorrow, but on Tuesday because it's after midnight here. So, but it's dropping on Halloween on all online major retailers. So anybody that wants to try to pick up a copy of that, you can get that on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, all those fun stores. So anywhere you want to find digital music, you'll find that. It's called Nomophobia, which has a pretty deep meaning. It's speaking volumes on the epidemic around us, where people are being brainwashed by their media device in their hands and losing sight of who they are and who the world around them is. Everywhere you go, people don't even look around or talk to one another anymore. They're so lost in this black box that's in their hand. And I don't believe that's by mistake. I believe that's part of a much bigger thing, which the album speaks many different things on. But it's a very intense album, 15 tracks. It's a true banger from start to finish. It's something I'm very, very proud of, and something for absolutely everybody. So, that drops on Tuesday, like I said. So for anybody looking for that, you can get it online or any physicals through me.
We'll make sure that we supply a link. I'll get with you later and have you shoot one over. We'll provide a link in the video so anybody at home can scoop it if they're interested. I definitely encourage you to at least put some time aside to go and stream it, because Skippy is that guy. I remember my first impression of you was your video where you're dragging a bitch through the woods.
Yeah, sickness, yeah.
Dude, it was so great, man. And I was like, I don't know why, but I swear to God, something inside of me was like, man, I gotta get this motherfucker on my record. And dude, you did a phenomenal job, man. You closed out They Ain't Ready For It, which is song 8 or 9 on Drinking Riches 2. And dude, I've always been planning to do a video for it, just like some kind of crazy, like cult family killing the whole neighborhood type fucking insanity. And I just haven't done it yet. But dude, I can't wait
for the kids, you know.
Yeah, definitely trick or treat, you little motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. But no, it was a great song. I enjoyed, being on the album. Great album, great track itself. I appreciate you having me on. Turned out really good. I appreciate you guys obviously having me on the show tonight too. So thank you, Rich. Thank you, James. It's an honor to be able to come on and get talk to you guys. Shoot the breeze a little bit and just talk over some fun shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, man. So, you got anybody featured on this album?
Oh God. I went in on this one. I went in on the last two. But me and my man, and Rich, my man Jeff.
Jeff England. Fuck yeah, yeah.
We went in on this one a little bit and had some fun with it. So, we got Twisted Insane. We got King ISO, Kamikaze, Dickles. We have Playboy the Beast. We have Burke the Jerk, King Magnetic. Donna Rice on it, Legion, Diabolic the Monster, Starve. Just you name it.
Jesus.
Holy crap, man.
Dude,
we have most of the Brain Sick lineup.
That's crazy.
Insane label. We have most of Murder Music. So we got a lot of people in this album. I had probably like 18, 19 features on this album.
Yeah, man, we rock. Dude, I love Murder Music. We've worked with them a lot. Who have we featured with from your Murder Music?
We got Playboy the Beast.
Yeah, we worked with Playboy. Dude, we've done 2 songs with Playboy.
He's a monster, man. I'll tell you what, that dude, and I've given him props because whenever I've been rapping for a long, long time, but I was always a part of the metal scene really heavily, and then finally in early 2011, whenever I left my band that I used to tour with and be a very big part of, decided, through motivation from my wife to start doing my own solo thing. I rapped on the side. I was never planning on doing this as a full-time gig. And she says, why don't you just do your own solo thing? Why don't you go and do your hip hop? And I'm like, I don't know, babe. It was never supposed to be something that was serious. It was always just fun for me, something I enjoy. Well, she talked me into doing it. I was like, I don't know if people take me serious. First few shows I did, I was like, we'll see. I liked it. And then I quickly realized, putting aside just doing it for fun and trying to do it on a professional level, that people were adapting to it really quickly, and it started getting big real quick. Well, right around that same time is around the same time that, Playboy the Beast all of a sudden popped up, where we were like almost simultaneously right around the same time period. And we both started out at the same time. Boom, he launched his label. Boom, I'm seeing him left and right on everything. And that dude from day one is someone I've given a lot of props to, just for the fact that every single feature he's done, which has been a massive amount, he's murdered. He's truly one of those dudes that kills everything he touches.
You know what? I'm gonna say something about Playboy the Beast. Dude, I think the dude's phenomenal. He's got a great flow sound, a great look to him. He definitely lives the lifestyle that he talks about. And you know what? He is an amazing father to his children. Like a lot of people, within rap music and that are really about the game, they don't really click with their kids as well as he does, man. But I mean, I've heard
he
him.
Does. He puts up a lot of posts with his son.
Yeah, I've heard him say. I've heard him say multiple times that his son is his best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like his video game playing buddy. I think that's so tight, man, because like he's a tough dude, but he ain't afraid to show like his family side of him, and that just shows that he's a real person. And I respect real people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does, and I respect that too. Because he'll even put up something like, "Well, everybody's out getting crunked up tonight, drunk." He's like, "I'm here with my little man hanging out."
Yeah. Or he's in his studio, man. He lives in that motherfucker for real. Like he lives in his studio.
Songs out, man. Like,
so many, dude.
He put up a post one time. He says, "These are only half of the collabs I've done," and there was like a list of like 150 or 160 songs, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man, and a lot of them aren't released yet. Like people are like sitting on them, and like I said, I think we have 3 of them, and we've released 2 of them. And that's only because I haven't, worked on the other one as in depth as I should. Not because I'm sitting on it waiting for him to pop and make $1 million, but if you do, that is right when I'm releasing that 3rd track, Playboy. It'll drop the day after his album does. Oh, he's dope, man. I love him. I like everybody from Murder Music, man. I like, who else is on there, man? Sleep Lyrical?
I was just going to say Sleep Lyrical's a beast.
Yeah.
I have him on the album. I have Playboy twice, but I have Sleep on the Lyrical on the album as well. We've done several songs together. We've done about 6 or 7 songs together. We have enough to almost make an album together.
EP at least, yeah.
Yeah, an EP for right now. I figure by the time we're done, eventually I could put out like just a Sleeping Ickum album.
I mean, the cool thing about publishing your own shit is you own it. So if you want to re-release it in another way or repackage it in a different way in the future, you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No doubt. So you're gonna have what, 15 tracks on it?
Yeah, 15 tracks on it. It's more like 14 tracks, and then like I wouldn't call it a skit, but I guess you could call it a skit. It's just a small sample that goes after the one song that fits very well with it. It's kind of its own separate thing. It's called Suicidal Intentions. It's only about a minute long, so I won't call it a track, but it's part of the album certainly. But it's about 14 full-length songs, and then one kind of intermediate skit type deal, I guess you could say.
All right.
I mean, yeah, man, that totally goes, Suit. I think you and I have some common ground because, I'm a thrash metal drummer for 26 years, man.
Okay.
I did country for 10 years, so I'm kind of new to this rap thing too, but yeah, it's it's different, isn't it?
It is. I mean, they're both their own separate beast. I mean, I was a guitar player and did clean vocals for my death metal band for a long time. The name of the band was Souls of Aries.
Okay.
We were around for about 7 years, played hundreds of shows together. I mean, we were serious as hell. We were constantly out playing.
Right. You guys were good.
Every few nights and for years, and it was a great time. Our singer, Ian Bear, actually is the singer of the world-class band Rings of Saturn. I mean, they tour the entire planet. He actually got signed from our band. They reached out to him and said, "You're an absolute beast. Would you want to sign to us?" I said, "He's been touring the world for like the last 5 years."
Fucking good for him. That's awesome.
Originated from our band. We actually found him. He was from the same town as I was. He was a young kid. He was still in high school. He was 17 years old when I came across him. He put up videos on YouTube and used to send them to me and say, "Hey man, what do you think of this? You know, what's your thoughts?" Because our band was like the local band that everybody looked up to at the time. We were the biggest metal band in our area. So he sent me videos of like, what's your thoughts? I'm like, damn kid, you're damn good. And when we lost our singer, I reached out to him and said, "You want to, you know, be a part of this?" And he came over and tried out and he liked it, but then he's like, "You know, I don't know if I'm ready for this." So he actually said, "You know what, thank you for offering, but I'm going to turn it down." I said, "Oh, okay." So we went on with some fill-in singers for a little while, and he kept sending me videos and everything, getting better and better, and then he finally said to me, "Hey, I'm ready to be in a band now." I wanted to take time, so I didn't want to give you, you know, 80% of me. I wanted to give you 100.
Nice.
Came back and tried out again. You could tell the difference of how much better he got, and he was already amazing. And was our singer for a few years, and was just a monster. We put out some great music together, and sure enough, it led him into being a full-time professional vocalist for a band that is touring around right now with Whitechapel and Suicide Silence. I mean, they're doing it for real on top of the world.
No
It's pretty
shit.
cool. It's my homie.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I love it when people around me gain success. Like a lot of people don't like that or have a problem. Like, I don't know, I guess it's an envy thing, you know, with people around them succeeding. And I think that's why a lot of different music scenes in different cities and areas have problems. You know, I mean, it's unreal how many confrontations and problems pop up in rap music. And I mean, I never heard of that in any other genre where it would be such a problem between two individuals. Maybe in rock in some instances, but I mean, you know, you don't see country artists waiting in the parking lot to whip each other's asses, or like, that'd be ridiculous.
You're dead on, man. It's so funny you mention that. I actually had a conversation earlier today with someone about that exact thing where I said, you know what's really funny is I noticed over the years I push and support so many different people in the underground, whether I'm cool with them or not, or if I just like their music, I put up posts, I share them. Sometimes I'll jump on someone's page and send out 600-700 invites to them, and they don't even know I did it. I just try to boost them up. I said, but you know what's strange is even people that I talk to on a regular basis that'll tell me that they love what I do, they don't ever do the same for me, and that's fine. I don't expect that. It's just funny, though, because it seems like in the rap world, which I'm not used to from the metal, is in the metal world, we all wanted to help each other out and all grow together and be big together. And in the rap world, it's almost like, well, I don't want to help him out because if I help him, then he'll be a niche above me, and I don't want that. Where that's crazy mentality, because me, I'm thinking, you got to be almost too self-confident or conscious with yourself, because what's your fear of me? Why are you afraid to promote me? Am I impeding on you? Because like I look at it like I can share anybody out there, and I don't give a shit because I'm still a fucking beast and I'm gonna do what I'm doing, and it doesn't affect me at all. But it seems like people don't want to send, I don't want to help him out because then people start taking the focus away from me. Like, why are you worried? Bring your game up. Come in beast mode. You shouldn't have to worry about it. But
Exactly.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, that model only works if they stop developing as an artist from that point forward, you know?
Exactly. So that's like, and what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of you're at the top of your game right now, and this is the highest that you're ever going to be? Because if that's it, then I'm sorry for your luck, and I guess don't send invites and love. But we should all want to help each other build. I send out invites for you, you send out invites for me. We push each other's music because one of us rise, we bring our friends with us, and that's the way I've always been. And it's sad because you think everyone should think like that, but the fact is it's few and far between.
That's exactly it, dude.
We're all in the same boat, man.
We really are.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll touch base a little bit on that. When you have a whole bunch of people, and rap music underground isn't the same as mainstream. Like, we're not competing for this radio spot or like a spot on MTV in a particular performance. We're literally trying to fight each other for the same 500 people that are like, the really hardcore, like ride or die individuals. I mean, you get your overlaying masses of fans here and there, but the ones that will actually troll other artists, that real hardcore base of dudes that'll just rustle a dude just to do it, and now everybody has at least 50 of those fans. There's way more of them out there than that. But
Oh, yeah.
you know, hardcore devoted, really ride or die cool fans actually, but just don't really play well with the other kids type people, you know.
No, I hear you 100%.
You know, and I mean, I don't know if any of that happens in any other brand of music, you know. I mean, I guess so. I guess so, you know. But I mean, I don't think it's as open, you know. Like rap fans, man, they'll just say some horrible shit about this person or that person, or they'll Photoshop a dick in the mouth, or like just some horrible shit, man.
Yeah, there was some shit going on a while back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't remember who it was. Two rappers here in Pittsburgh were going.
Dude, they will do that shit.
15 pictures popped up over like 3 days, and someone photoshopped all these dicks in this dude's hand, and he was like kissing them and this and that because of some type of beef. And I'm like, you never see that in any other type of music.
You just don't,
take
dude.
15 pictures and put dicks on them.
Oh man,
It's some hip hop shit right there. I guess.
You know what?
I'm staying keen to that, man.
And you know what? The funny thing is man, they Photoshop pictures of dicks in dudes' pictures to make them look gay. But like, who's the gay one? The dude that's getting the picture photoshopped, or the dude that's actually looking up dicks to Photoshop into the pictures? Like, you know.
Here's the thing too, man. I mean,
It's
here's what I always
ridiculous.
didn't understand is you spent 3 hours photoshopping dick pictures when you could have spent that 3 hours getting more fans or making
Exactly.
your music. So
You know.
you're bitching about this person getting ahead of you, and you spent time fucking his shit up. But meanwhile, you should have spent that time working on your shit.
I agree,
Like,
man.
It's self-defeating, and I don't understand that. Like, the mentality in hip-hop is strange to me. I mean, that's why I usually only roll with like certain select people. I work with a lot of people, but my team, my tight-knit group is all people that are like-minded. My squad, my Brutal Business label is all people who think like me, who feel the same as me, because we have that same mentality. And unfortunately, that's not the case a lot of other places. It's like, I ain't got the time to be photoshopping dicks on your pictures, because
I ain't got time to be photoshopping no dicks on pictures. That's the quote of the night.
do. Yeah.
Oh, that should be on the shirt. That's fucking
better
dope.
things to do.
That's dope. Yeah, but I mean, really, in 15 years of doing music, man, I have never gone out of my way to write anything particularly negative about anybody. I might address a situation and be negative as fuck about it. That might impact a bunch of people within the situation, but it's never directly them, you know. And I don't throw shade on anyone. Like, I'm not a fucking subliminal asshole or anything like that to anyone. 15 years, man, I've never dissed anyone. Or have reason to, really. I mean, everybody has like opinions here and there, but no one's ever come at me hardcore with a K to where it impacted anything at all. So why even go at them and waste the time? You know what I'm saying?
No, man, I agree 100%. Yeah. I mean, there has been a couple situations. The only situations I'm speaking of is, I mean, obviously I've done some battling and some battle rap.
Oh yeah, the fuck yeah. Yo, Skippy will eat your lunch. For real, dude. I'm not fucking with you, man. I saw some of your battle rap shit. No, dude, I saw some of his battle rap shit. I watched it for like, he had 4 or 5 of them steady in a row, dude, and I watched them one after another. And dude, he would, oh my God, he was a monster. Like,
I'll eat your lunch and then bring you back your lunchbox.
No shit, dude. Yeah. Oh, dude, it was crazy though, man. I loved that shit. I liked how aggressive you were with it. Your punchlines were fucking. Oh, dude, you destroyed this dude and literally said you would rape his bitch.
I did.
Oh, you did, dude. Oh, that stuck with me forever. I'm like, this man said he was gonna. Oh.
It's cool, and I don't mean this in any type of racist way whatsoever, but I'm one of maybe 4 white people in the entire building, and I'm standing on stage battling someone of Hispanic nature, and I'm telling him I'm going to rape his girl, and I'm the only white, one of the only white dudes in the building, and everyone's looking at me like this white boy is fucking crazy. Like,
but dude, that's the whole thing, man. Like, you know, I've been in situations where I was the only white guy in the nightclub, and you know, I used to bar bounce in the nightclub where I was the only white dude in there sometimes, man. And I mean, it didn't make a shit of difference to me because of how I was raised and, you know, what school I went to and shit. Like, really, I knew damn near everybody in the club anyways. But, you know, it was one of those really awkward things where, like, when a fight would break out and you had to break people up, man, I remember I was always the most I don't know, conscious about how I was, you know, dealing with the situation because one, I never wanted to hurt anyone because that wasn't my fucking job. And two, man, you did not want to be that white guy that fucking drugged somebody the wrong way and then like, you know, you just don't want to be put out there like that. And I was a rap artist trying to break in. I only had the nightclub job to promote my music to people. And it was just one of those crazy things, man, where, you know, even then I was just so conscious with, like, how I dealt with things because I didn't want to be, like, that guy that was looked upon that way. You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely can understand.
No, dude, I mean... And that was that was before Facebook, fucking, and the MySpace days where no one gave a fuck and everybody had like a hidden.
I love MySpace.
I did too.
It was so much easier to socialize.
I did too.
Out there.
I mean, it was.
Fucking algorithms and how they filter everything makes it goddamn near impossible to promote.
Hey, but you can buy a hoodie with your cat on it if you shared a picture of your cat in the last 48 hours, because they'll definitely figure out a way to fucking...
They show videos of fucking, like, people slaughtering, you know, animals, which I'm a huge animal lover and advocate and all that stuff like that. I always love animals more than I love people. They'll show videos of, like, a dude fucking cutting the dog's ears off. When I post a song, I can't get a fucking view, but this video gets, like, 300 million fucking plays.
Dude.
Or I post up a picture and I get reported left and right, but they post up pictures of the craziest shit in the world and no one seems to give a fuck. Someone behead someone, people are like, oh, it's cool to have that on Facebook, but don't put up this song where you're talking about rape.
You know what, man? I feel you on that. I saw this this meme that, no, it was a video actually, that a chick from MTV, I won't even say her name, but it annoyed the shit out of me and disgusted me. But this chick shows this video of this dad in a foreign country holding his son. And he was in the middle of a McDonald's, and like he pulls down the kid's pants and has him piss in a little McDonald's cup, but it shows the kid's penis, and I'm like, man, I understand it's funny, but dude, it's fucking Facebook, bruh. Like I don't know, man. And dude, it bothered me. I literally
like a mask and a knife, and people report the shit.
Like it bothered me so bad I did report it. You know, not even on some hater shit, but on some. What if you were this little kid? And your dad made you piss in this cup in McDonald's, and then the whole world, you know, saw your wang. You know what I'm saying?
People don't think about that shit nowadays.
No, they don't. They
people
don't.
Are gonna grow up, he'll grow up, and then people will fucking ridicule him, and he'll be the kid that goes in and fucking blasts up a school because people ridicule
Shoots
him.
up a fucking McDonald's.
It's because of Facebook and McDonald's, this kid's gonna fucking wipe out his whole school, and that's horrible. And that shit
Dude, it is horrible, man. But yeah,
it's because everybody fucking competes for likes, and that's the thing. Is today's world, just like my album Nomophobia, is the fact, and that's why he's holding a sign. There's a bum in the background of the album. He's holding a sign. Instead of saying I will work for money or will work for food, he's holding a sign that says I will work for Wi-Fi. And that's really bleeding into your
legit,
mind.
dude.
These motherfuckers will do anything for a like. Like, I'll run out and jump in front of a car and get hit by this car, man, see how many likes I can get.
That's
like,
legit, too.
Like, they brainwashed us into some fucking culture where no one cares about anything more. It's only about your phone. How often does an average human being look at their phone? You look at it, you set it down. Within 2 minutes' time, it's a statistic I was looking at. Within 2 minutes, you're picking up your phone. 90% of people out there looking
That's
at
crazy.
It didn't even go off. You sit it down.
Oh my God.
Within 2 minutes, you're picking it up again. You don't even realize that. You check your phone a few thousand times a day, they said.
You know what stresses me out about that too? Is I didn't even fuck with having a phone for like 13 months. I went on like this real hardcore like I was just like, man, fuck a phone. I'm not gonna have a phone. I'm done with it. I'm over it. And I just didn't want to have a phone. But man, I put out my album, and man, I needed a phone. And it just sucks, man, because I'm not really terribly wrapped up in it. My wife will disagree, but really I'm not. She's lying. I'm really not as focused on it as you would think. But that statistic is crazy because 95% of humans in the world don't have a fucking album out. So like when I check my phone, it's about money, man. I got this collaboration or this show or I did this magazine or
and that's what it is for me, and that's why I'm on it. But that's not the average person. I mean, people will check their phone and be like, oh my God, I got 5 more likes.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. I mean, you've got 28 friends. You better get 5 fucking likes.
Yeah, it's empty gratification.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a way of self-gratification. They've actually proven through that it's going to cause problems because what happens when in our age, we didn't have cell phones, so we went out and actually played as kids in the dark. We didn't need anything. We needed a fucking rock and a stick and an imagination.
You know what's horrible about that
We don't
is,
have that anymore.
like, that's totally legit, and it sounds old people, but I'm 31, and man, yeah, I was totally the rock and stick kid. No doubt. Oh my God.
Here's a crazy thing. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. It sounds retarded, but I mean, we did this in my area when we were kids. We went bush jumping. You would just fucking run as fast as you couldn't jump and dive into these bushes and do crazy like jackass type shit. We did that as kids.
You said.
We fucking would dive into a bush. That was fun to us. Kids nowadays, they don't even fucking go outside. And if they do, there's like 8 of them sitting in the park, which you'd say, oh great, they're in the park. Well, what are the 8 of them doing? Not talking to one another.
True.
And looking at their phone.
Catching Pokemon, bruh.
Catching fucking Pokemon.
Catching fucking Pokemon, bro.
Kids don't fucking go out and build tree forts anymore. We used to have mud fights where literally we'd go fucking grab chunks of mud and well them at each other, try to take each other out.
Dude, that's what we need to do, Skippy. Next gathering of the Juggalos, we need to go and build a big ass fucking tree fort somewhere. Like, dude, that would be so tight. We just build a tree fort. We live up in the tree fort, and then we put it on the truck and take it home with us. At the end of it, dude, we'll be the motherfuckers with the tree fort. No one's done it. I guarantee you we could get clearance because it's the gathering, and goddamn.
Yeah, Fago lovers would put us up, you know.
Oh, dude, it would be so tight, dude. Especially if we, like, built the tree fort bigger and bigger every year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we couldn't have, like, 100 people up there. Yeah, dude, it would be so tight, man. It would look like some Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah, I'm down with
Oh, dude, that'd be so tight. We're gonna do that next year. You heard it first. Tree fort, baby. Gathering of the Juggalos.
I'm actually waiting to see where it's supposed to be this year because there was talks that it's coming back to Ohio. And if it comes back to Ohio, I'm really trying to get Brutal Business Entertainment, my label, a slot on the gathering. If not, then I'm just going to go by myself just to promote and push it. But I mean, I'm really hoping I can get myself or the label at least a chunk slot because I think I could do one hell of a performance. And with the style that I do, and for anybody that's seen me live, it's great to see my shit online. Live is where I excel and always have excelled. So all I think it would take is one gathering for me to get fucking huge boom out of that. So I'm really looking and waiting to see if they announce it's coming back to Ohio, and I hope it is because I'm only 2.5 or 3 hours away from where it would be. Yeah,
man. And you know what? Doing the gathering, it would be a cool thing, man, because people don't just buy into like one artist. If they like your label, they will literally check out everyone. And I mean, I'm victim of it too, man. I've gone, and not victim, but you know, I fault to it too, where you know I'll check out one person and be like, oh my god, this dude's dope too, so I check out their music, and then this chick's tight, and before you know it, man, I bought 7 fucking t-shirts, 12 fucking albums, I got all the stickers, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't even heard shit yet, you know what I'm saying, it just looks good, you know what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's absolutely true. I mean, you do that, and everybody, you know, people give Juggalos a bad rap because, oh, they're the misfits and they're the freaks. But you know what? Who is the #1 person and type of fan base that if someone fucks with an artist they like, that they will jump in and fuck you up? That's
yeah, no doubt. That was the troll shit I was telling you about, man. Like, some of those dudes will ride or die, no doubt. You know, I've seen, you know, Juggalos fight motherfuckers in the parking lot with brass knuckles because they said some negative shit on stage because they didn't like how they were perceived. And, you know, motherfuckers know better than to go to a Juggalo-related show and play some shit that is not family-related. I'm sorry, but if they don't, they should. They're not going to break into that subculture sounding like some mainstream shit. It just does not work. You know what I'm saying?
Don't. I mean, and the thing is, like I said, oh, they're a gang and they're this and that. Okay, I mean, I guess they're a gang of people who have a great love for the same style of music and unity. And I mean, like I said, who's the #1 type of people too that'll come over to your bench or to your booth afterwards and buy most of your merch? Yeah. Most of the time, it's the Juggalos. They come over like, oh, dude, you're dope, bro, man. What's up, fam? And they're buying all your shit. 90% of the time, if you're at a show with a ton of Juggalos, those are the people buying it.
No doubt.
Regular Joe Schmoes. I mean, they show love, they show support because they have such a bad rap. So that's why I have a ton of Juggalo fans and I know if I had the right presentation for it, I'm one of those heavy slept-on guys where I'm really good at what I do. I have a great sound, a great niche, and a great look. I've been around for a while, but for some reason, 90% of a lot of that style. Strange music technician fans and a lot of the juggalos somehow oversee me. They don't even get the chance to see it. It just doesn't get to them for some reason. Despite all my marketing efforts, where I know if I went on even a small stage there, I'd pick up a few thousand fans in one performance.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I mean, everybody's done the whole open up for somebody that they idolize to one aspect or another, and you know, dude, just keep chipping at it. You know, send in Psychopathic. They have their labels information. Is, I mean, you can Google it. You know what I'm saying? You could send them something and call them. I've sent them something. You know, no doubt. You know, just to try to wiggle onto the gathering, and they didn't have a spot available, and I respected it. Dude, they talked to me for like I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes about my shit. I mean, they were cool. You know, so
they usually are, man. I mean, they're
yeah.
a good group, even the way they run it. And I don't mean this in any disrespect to them. I've even made, not really the joke because I was serious when I said it, but I made the joke before that people were saying, "Oh, Psychopathic's going downhill." I mean, obviously with Twisted and Blaze and everybody leaving, and then obviously them signing Gino Ski and Lex the Hex and all them.
Yeah.
You know, Mutant Ninja Entertainment now is booming, and Psychopathic's kind of on the decline because there really isn't that good of stuff that they've signed lately. I mean, they got like the Blase Rose that's now no longer part of that and all that shit.
Yeah.
I made the joke before, well, if they were smart and good businessmen, and they are, but I mean, if they were smart and good businessmen, they would sign someone like myself because I could bring some faith back into Psychopathic.
Yeah.
I could bring back that real shit that's not the funny, like, oh, horrorcore. No, like, it's the real serious horrorcore. I'm not the one that's like, and nothing against ICP, I'm not the clown that's jumping and bouncing off the walls and this and that and coming in your hallways. I'm the dude actually breaking in your fucking house and I'm coming down the hallway with an axe.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that they want to hear. And then people would be like, damn, it'd be the right style of horrorcore that doesn't exist a lot anymore. There's few and far between, and I could bring them that. And if anybody out there is listening that's connected to them, hit them up, tell them to fucking check me out because I could bring some faith for the Juggalos and for the family back into a label that's losing a lot of their fan base right now.
ICP, get a Skippy. For real.
Yeah, get at me.
You know what I'm saying?
Just shout out to
yeah.
Mutant Ninja Entertainment because their radio station actually threw on my album this morning and played a few tracks off.
Yeah. Magic Ninja's dope, man. They really are. I genuinely like them. I think it's crazy how that whole Juggalo fan base split and, you know, whatever. You know, I'm tight with everybody involved, honestly, or at least I try to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do not have a problem with anyone involved. Psychopathic signed Light, who's a phenomenal rapper. You know, he's actually he's a chopper. He's dope, yeah. And they signed Ouija Mac. They signed dude. They're actually putting out a cyber for Halloween, which is going to be really dope, man. It's got ICP and you know a squad of people, Big Hulus on there. And dude, it's really cool to see like their new shit. I don't necessarily love all of it, but like I don't necessarily love anyone's music all the way through anyways, you know what I'm saying? So like I take it for what it is, you know what I'm saying?
I have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say it was crazy to see the split, like you said, because I mean, Twisted and ICP were so close and they split, and there was so much, you know, division there. But I will give major props to Twisted because they were always solid. They put out a ton of solid music, and their lineup they have right now is fucking just wow.
Yeah, you know what, man? Gmo, when he dissed Violent J, I was actually in LA filming a music video with the Joker. And we had stopped filming and we were sitting down at dinner at this rib place. I don't remember what the fuck it was called. But we're eating ribs, man. And I'm fucking with Facebook, just flipping through. And dude, I see it pop up on Gmo's fucking page. And dude, I lose it, man. I'm like, oh my God. Gmo just fucking went after Violent J, hardcore with a K, right? So dude, we run out of the fucking restaurant. I pay. We run out of the restaurant, man. And we're damn near skipping to the fucking truck, man, because we're like, oh my God, we gotta listen to this. Do we get to the truck? We listen to it. We're fucking dying. Only because you know, Joe's a fucking. He's listened to ICP for fucking years too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one of those things where like all this crazy shit's happening within our world, and we're not like directly associated with it, but like you know, Joe mixes a bunch of shit for Gmo Ski. you know, and works with him directly. So, like, after we got done listening to the song, man, he called Gmo, and we just shot the shit with him for like 20 minutes about everything that was happening. And it was just really, it was some real crazy shit, man, to go all the way across the world and then hear all that break down. It was like, fuck, man, I get on a plane and all hell breaks loose.
Like you said with the phone call and everything, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, it was cool.
He went in on that track.
Oh my god, dude, it was crazy. But you know, that's the world that we live in now, man. And I think it's really, really ill to have somebody going after the clowns like that, man. But then at the same time, man, they had Eminem come at them and they didn't fucking blink. You know what I'm saying? They didn't miss a beat. They started selling more records after Eminem came at them. You know, and then fucked their career up. So, like, you know, if they can take on Eminem, you know, they can deal with some negativity from Magic Ninja here and there. It's gonna happen,
man. The thing is, even though there's a lot of hate there, there's still also a lot of love, because you know what? They're still doing shows together. Not always, but I mean, they're still.
Oh, but the associates are, you know. I mean, fucking ABK will check in to a show every once in a while, and I mean, I think if ABK can be that connecting factor amongst all of them, you know, then it's not all the way gone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can't work together directly, but
I think Lex's album, he was on.
Yeah, he was.
Blaze, your dead homies album. He actually was in Pittsburgh a few weeks back. My boy Ghost the Demented, who's actually on my label Brutal Business, he actually opened up for ABK the other night. It was like 3 weeks ago, I think.
Nice shit. That's tight.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
he's a connecting factor, like you said. So it's keeping them together. And I think, you know, I would be surprised if there was another year, because they weren't at the gathering last year. I'd be surprised if Twisted skipped another gathering this year. I would think that they would. They're going to still be a part of all that.
You know what, man? If the money, I think if the money is right, and that, because I don't care what anyone says, money is a factor in a lot of things, especially when people aren't agreeing. You know what I'm saying? So if the money's right, or if Psychopathic will wiggle off of a master here and there, they might be able to work it out. You know what I'm saying?
But absolutely. I mean, it's business at the end of the day, no matter how much problems you have with one another. If someone's saying, hey, you know what, we have 20,000 fans that want to see you perform here, and we're willing to give you X amount of thousands of dollars to come and perform and do everything that your rider has on it as far as your trailer or your hotel room and take care of all that. Are you going to say, well, you know, because the beef between us, I'm not going to come and perform in front of 20,000 people. I'm just going to actually say no to that. Fuck no.
Yeah.
You're going to play, you're going to make your money, you're going to make your fans, you're going to make your sales and merch. You're going to have a great time, great week, and then you'll go your separate ways again.
Yeah, I agree.
Never miss a show.
You know, but I mean, imagine they might have beef for like 10 years. But imagine when they don't and they do that fucking Dark Lotus tour. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm going to be there. No doubt. You know, I'm going to be in the first dozen people buying a ticket, man. I'm going to check it out as an old school fan and just love it, man, because it's bound to happen. You know, and even if it never does, whatever, it's cool. I'm not going to let, like, this guy said something about this guy, so now this group of people are mad at this dude, so for some reason it's supposed to sway my zen and my opinion on the situation. Dude, I don't let it happen.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you like what you like, and you can't let what's happening with other people affect you, and I mean, I think they'll eventually work it out, and despite what anybody says, whether this juggler's for this person and this one's for that one, you can never take it away. Will I say that I think ICP is anywhere near as good as Twisted? No, in my opinion. I'm not saying that that's the case for everybody. I always felt that Twisted was a better group. But will I say that ICP started that whole thing for me? Absolutely. When I was in high school, in my early days, I had 14 ICP albums and I knew every single word to every single song.
You know what,
The weird
man?
thing about me is I never called myself a juggler. Even to this day, people at the time are like, I was a radio station. It was the fucking funniest moment ever. I'll tell you this real quick. We were on it. We went to commercial break. We're standing there waiting, talking bullshit between. So like, all right, we're back on the air in 3, 2, and then went silent, kicked back on. They're like, all right, we're back on the radio, blah, blah, blah. They're like, we got our man Skippy Ickum here. And they're like, and we don't even got to ask you, homie, if you're a juggalo. We already know. And I said, actually, guys, I said, I'm not. And it went completely silent for 15 seconds on the radio. And they're like, wait a second, what do you mean, Skip? You're not a juggalo? I said, oh, no, I have much love for the fam. I said, I've always been down with the clown. I said, I've always loved their shit. I said, but I've never called myself a juggalo. I said, even to this day, I said, I support the juggalos love me. I'm all about that type of music. I'm about the gathering. I'm about all that. but I don't call myself a juggalo. I'm my own thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, juggalos are usually made up of the weirdos and the freaks. I'm like, I'm the weirdo freak that doesn't fit with the weirdos and freaks. I'm the dude in the corner by myself. I'm like, so that's me. And this radio station didn't know what to say. They went fucking quiet. They were all weirded out after that. I'm like, but anyways, I'm like, let's get back into this interview. And they didn't know what to say to me.
Because their whole selling point was, okay, white guy, he raps, obviously he's a juggalo. Let's go into your fam culture. So do you have face paint, Skippy Ickum? You know, shit like that.
Expecting is like, oh, you're straight juggalo. Where's your Hatchet Man tattoo? And I'm like, yeah, no.
You know what, man? I'm a juggalo and I do not have a Hatchet Man tattoo, man. I do have a ICP related tattoo, but I do not have a Hatchet Man tattoo. You know, so that's stereotype.
Let's go get Hatchet Man matching tattoos, right?
Dude, let's get them on our fucking the side of our face.
Yeah. Forehead, right in the middle of our forehead. Fucking tree fort.
You know what? That'll make it so we can never be police officers, Skippy. Like, what are you thinking, man? What would we do without our ability to become peace officers or something?
I'm not quite sure, because I don't want to be listening to my music. I try to keep the peace. I mean, I try to keep
Oh, you know what? You were definitely one of the most peaceful artists I've ever heard in my life, Skippy. This.
Yeah, you know, it's what I do. And people's like, how would you describe your sound? I'm like, well, I'm an ambient bluegrass, hill of rockabilly type of music. I'm like, that's my sound.
I literally
I like playing piano and taking long walks.
It's ridiculous. And you know what, dude? You were like, I've seen you, you know, with your glasses on, playing. I think you were either playing guitar or bass. I can't remember which one. But okay, I saw you in a picture, and I was like, man, you would not think this motherfucker has a video of him dragging a bitch through the woods. And I don't remember if you like. I don't remember if you set her on fire or fucking what, man. But I remember at the end of that video, when I let my dog back in, I remembered to lock that fucking door afterwards. I was conscious of like, fuck. Dude, it just impacted me. And that's the cool fucking feeling that you want when you put out a video that's of that nature, man. You don't want it to look corny, because a lot of stuff in horrorcore does, and people try to, you know, run the gauntlet on the hoe. I'm gonna take a bitch in a basement, chain her up. We're gonna be all covered in blood and stupid shit like that.
It can get campy real quick.
It really can. It really can. It can get fucking cheese fest. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's one thing. I don't pride myself just on my music. If anybody knows me, they know that my art, for my merch, for my albums, everything is just on top. You know, it speaks volumes. My album artwork is by a gentleman called Poet Piotra from Indonesia.
Okay.
He owns a company called 5 Milligrams. He's done every one of my albums. He pretty much strictly works with professional death metal bands. I've always had that death metal feel, so I went to him instantly whenever I was going to make my first album. I'm like, I know this guy. I'm going to approach him. Became a very good friend of mine. We talk all the time. A lot of my merch guys who have done stuff aside from him are from Germany, from Russia, from the Netherlands. I use pretty much all out of the country artists because I feel like their artwork's so much sicker than most of the people I find here. So I work with them, but I keep that look. Same with my videos. I use Tragic Hero Productions. My man Dan, he is an actor. He owns his own company. He does music videos. We go for that movie style filmography when we do it. That shit that's not just a music video. It's almost a story. It's a movie. And you know, that leads us into something I was going to mention earlier to you guys that I want to give a shout out on. Is for anybody that's into my type of stuff or my music, or if you listen to it and you become, you know, a fan. I am working on a screenplay for a short horror film that I'm hoping to do next year, but it's probably going to be 2019. That I'm going to do, you know, Skippy Ickum's version of a mini horror film.
Nice.
I did a clip of that in my video, True Psycho. True Psycho is a music video in the middle of a short horror film. It's about 12-13 minutes long. I released that. It's really good. People really had a good reaction to it, so check that out on YouTube. I'm going to do something similar, but there won't be a music video, and it's going to be about 15-16 minutes straight of just straight horror. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it's expensive as fuck just to do that 16 minutes.
No, I mean, 60 minutes in a horror movie, I mean, nowadays, like, that's about the 16 minutes of it you enjoy, and the rest of it is like, you know, the car ride, and then they find the bitch stranded, and then she's like, don't go that way, but for some fucking reason they do anyways, and they listen to all the Freebird, and I don't fucking know, man. It just seems like those are just the build-ups of...
horror films nowadays.
Yeah.
If someone would put the funding behind me, like, and for the people that know me, like, I love to write aside from just my music. If I had the funding behind me, I could actually put out, full-blown Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie type shit. Like, I actually have it in me to put out shit that I think would change the horror industry. And that's why I just wish that I could find the right funding behind it, because I'm saying, people seeing some of the shit I did, and they're like, wow, man, I'm actually in the middle of writing my own horror novel right now, which is something I've wanted to do since a child. And that's actually, now that my album's out and it releases tomorrow, or on Halloween, I'm actually taking 4 months off of writing. I'm going to keep promoting, keep doing my business, keep playing shows, but I'm actually taking 4 months off of writing anything and strictly working heavy on my book to try to get further into it, because I keep getting delayed because of my music.
Yeah.
But I'm putting out a horror novel kind of in like the light of Dean Koontz or Stephen King. It's called Vicious Iniquities, and it's pretty intense already. So I mean, I'm working on that. I'm working on the screenplay for the movie. So I mean, I'm not just a one-trick pony. I don't just do music. I do play guitar. I do sing. I do have the horror movie and the book I'm working on, and I'm also getting heavily into the photography side. I do have 2 beautiful and gorgeous models on my label. Miss Red, if you haven't checked her out, look up Miss Red or contact me. I can send links out. Gorgeous woman. She's putting out a bunch of new stuff coming up. We're doing several shoots together. As far as me taking the pictures and editing, I have another model by the name of Painless in Denial. Beautiful woman there as well. We're doing a bunch of stuff together. So like, I try to be involved in a lot of different artistic sides other than just music. I don't want to just be a musician. I want to be an entrepreneur. That's why I started my label and have 15 people across 5 states, is because I wanted to have such a mix and show people that there's so many different sides to the art spectrum, and you can all come together and work as a team, even though you do completely different type of things.
Totally true, man. Totally true. Working and collaborating amongst artists, and not even just in music, but in all walks of art, is extremely important. Without us working with artists that weren't musicians, we wouldn't have CD covers worth a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or like our sticker designs or the t-shirts. Well, the t-shirts are a bad example because we actually have a badass artist that makes our t-shirts. But that's, most people don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
They go to a graphic company and they do that shit.
Well, that's what I work my team out really good, because not only is it about a bunch of musicians, but within my team itself, even so some of the rappers themselves have a side thing that they do very well. I mean, within the label, we have, like I said, singers, we have R&B, we have rap, we have graphic designers, we have professional photographers, models, we have sound engineers and producers. So if I need a beat, I don't need to go outside the label. I have DKM, which obviously he's making some beats right now.
Yeah. We fuck with him like heavy, dude. Like no doubt.
DKM's a monster.
Yeah, he really is, man. He really is.
He's made 97% of all my music that you've heard from me has been DKM beats every day.
Wow, that's crazy. And dude, and the crazy thing is like he does so much of your music and so much of mine, and like it's so different. Because DKM, like, he can literally just pull from all those different spectrums of music and build shit. And it's just unreal.
He's all about the tailor-made shit. He's like, what do you want it to be like? And you can tell him this, and this, a mixture of that, and you can help it. He'll completely tailor-make it to you.
Yeah, he will.
He is a phenomenal producer. I mean, like I said, he's been working with me for about 5 years now. And just putting out, maybe even 6 now, and he's just been putting out so much music with me. He's been on a lot of my hooks. He's done several verses with me. Truly one of the biggest pieces of Ickum. People think that Skippy Ickum is just me. Skippy Ickum's me. It is iPoet Piotr who makes my artwork. It is DKM. It's Jeff England. It's a lot of the people that are involved behind the scenes that people aren't seeing. Another guy is Mike Fabian, who's on my label. He runs his own thing called Fabi Baby Productions. Okay. He's on my song Saved by the Shell, which is about bullying and seeking help from people who are bullied and things like that.
The song title's fucked up. That's a fucked up song title.
Saved by the Shell.
Saved by the Shell. Oh, fuck.
A lot of people think like, oh, you're promoting school violence. I'm like, no, actually, it's the complete opposite. I'm like, it tells a story about someone who's bullied and does shoot up his skull or wants to shoot up his skull. I'm like, but it's actually telling you to seek help and talk to your children so that they're not the bully, they're not the kid. If they are getting bullied,
don't be a bully, little bastards.
So that's a positive message. But I mean, Davey made that beat for that. He's made several of my other beats. So I have 2 in-house producers. I have a couple engineers, so I don't have to seek outside of that. I need artwork done. I have a couple guys that'll do that. So I built a team that not only was very efficient in what it is itself, but we each help one another with the services so that we have this squad that we don't need to go anywhere. Oh, I need this. Boom. Hey, Rob Trey, who's my boy out in Rhode Island, can you do some graphics for me? Which, if you haven't checked out Rob Trey, anybody listening, fucking monster. I mean,
Wow,
he's like the white Jadakiss. His shit's so fucking street. It's so raw.
That's cool,
and
man.
Every song's fire. He just put out his new project about a month and a half ago. You can pick it up and check him out. And I think it's on DapTiff. You can go and pick it up or download it. And it's absolutely fire. My boy Jay Roach, real quick, just dropped his new album Friday night called Homebody. He's from Texas. He just dropped his on Friday. My boy Demo Demon here in Pennsylvania is dropping his album on Halloween along with mine. I'm dropping mine. So we have a lot of new music coming out, a lot of photo shoots.
Shit.
As I said, we're constantly putting out material. So
Yeah, man. I mean, we stay busy too, so I understand,
you guys do.
man.
I got much fucking respect
yeah.
for you guys. You guys are always putting out shit. You're always doing big things, and that's why I said, I mean, I'm glad we connected a while back and you reached out to me, because not only did it make for a great collab on a great album, but it made for what I feel will be a long-time friendship and connection between all of us.
Yeah,
So,
no
it's
doubt,
important.
man. It's all about love and association. And you know what? Jeff England actually fucking pointed me in your direction, man. And Jeff, man, he hooked me up with a lot of really cool artists in the game, man. He tried to get me to work with Samson, and for some reason, man, I did not have a place for dude on my album. I don't know, dude, like just nothing would really fit. And I mean, it was a more toned down album.
He's the creep Phantom, man. He's the Phantom, I call him, because he vanishes. Like, no one in the world knows where fucking Samson is right now.
Well, I mean, dude, some people just live that alias where they put out some shit and then disappear into the spotlight. I mean, fuck Clown, that ran horrorcore.com, fucking dropped off the earth. Like, nobody heard from him for fucking years, dude. So, I mean, some people just get tired of the fucking game, tired of the spotlight, and want to powder out. And, I'm just not at that point in the game right now, man. I'm really
not. I tell
dude.
people all the time, like, dude, you're putting out your 4th solo album, 5th full-length album altogether, if you count my old group Syntax that I'm no longer in. People will be like, wow, man, you're running out of things to say. And I'm like, oh, no, I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm like, I put out a lot of material. I put out probably like 150 songs altogether with my rap side. I'm like, but I'm just scratching the surface. I haven't begun to tell you guys shit yet. I'm like, so buckle in, because there's a lot more coming. So, but there are people that vanish. I mean, he actually, Samson's on 2 songs coming up on the new album dropping on Halloween. I got them a while back with the help of Jeff. Me and him worked together. But I was always friends with Samson. Me and him actually buddies. We, bullshit many a time on the internet. And he's vanished. He's been gone for like 8 months. No one knows where the fuck he is.
Dude, that's crazy.
Several times saying, "Where's Samson at?" He never answers. I mean, he's gone.
Dudes do that, man.
Like 6 more songs and then vanish again.
Dude, it's just one of those crazy things where, and I'm not going to speak on dude because I don't know what's up with him. But, I mean, I've known situations where artists just like, broke under pressure and like, fuck it, man, I don't want to be a part of this anymore, or,
I'm hoping that's not the case, because he's usually not gone this long. He'll go away for a little while. People are like, oh, I haven't heard anything from him in a while, and then he'll pop back up. Well, it's been damn close to about a year. I haven't heard a fucking peep.
But yeah, man, I mean, he does that, and then he'll pop up with a new fucking project or reinvent himself in like a new cool aspect. So, I mean, I'm sure that when he does come back, he's gonna have some kind of arsenal ready.
Yeah, it's coming out like a full-length album that's badass. You know what would be really cool if he does reinvent himself and he switches his name backwards? That'd be really badass. Instead of being Samson, he'd be Samson.
You know what, man?
Well, I mean, it's palindromic, so
The world ain't ready for all that, man. You're talking Wings before Beatles here.
Oh, dude, people would be mind-boggled. They'd be like, man, you hear about Samson changing his name to Samson? This shit's crazy.
You know what, man? Next you're gonna tell me both of the Twix are fucking left Twix. I can't deal with that shit, man.
Oh, man, right side couldn't deal with that.
the machine only makes one side. They just put them.
James, don't fucking ruin candy for us, okay? All right, man. I'm gonna leave you with one more question, Skippy, man, because me personally, I'm interested in knowing. Every artist has a dream collaboration, man. Who are you trying to work with? Hardcore with a K. If you had the chance to work with any artist within your genre or outside of it, within unlimited budget, who would you want to work with?
Oh, shit. question. Let me think about that for a couple seconds. I mean, I think a big one for me that I would like to, it might sound cliche because I mean, I'm keeping it in the horrorcore side of things, which, you know, that's okay. I mean, the reason I would say that is back in the early 90s, before everybody became hip to who Brother Lynch hung was, you know, in the last 5-6 years, everybody's like, oh man, I'm a fucking big Brother Lynch hung fan, man, blah, 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 start talking, and they only know the last 2 fucking albums that he put
yeah,
on
dude,
I'm like, no, I'm talking back in Rest in Piss days.
Oh, dude, I was about to say that. Rest in Piss. When I was in Indianapolis, I saw Lynch live, man. They played Rest in Piss, and they played Fuck Them 22s. And, dude, none of the younger kids fucking even knew what was going on. And I was like, oh, man, these were the songs I actually was, like, there to see. You know, and, dude, to be honest, man, when he was signed with Strange, like, I didn't know if they were going to even let him do it. Because, dude, they didn't let Ritz do Walking on Air. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when he performed, so, like, I was really worried that, like, man, maybe they're gonna, like, marginalize Lynch and not let him go into his old arsenal, but fuck no, man, he did, like, some of his old tracks, and I popped for it, man. Like, Lynch is that guy. If you work with Lynch, man, you wiggle me on a hook or something. let me say something in the intro, Skippy.
Absolutely, you know why? Because, I mean, that's what's up, though, for real, because, and I'm glad that, you've been, keen to him and familiar with him since way back, too, because...
Since, like, LimeWire, bruh.
Well,
like, for a long time.
I listened to ICP back in the day, like I said, heavily. I mean, I don't listen so much anymore because I like their older stuff. I still throw on, like, Ray Malenko and the Riddle Box and shit. I don't listen to the new shit because I'm just not into it, but...
Not as
when I
much.
used to listen to them, it was kind of how I explained earlier, where there's, like, the horrorcore kind of, like, funny but scary side, which is always what ICP has been. That's what I listened to for many years. Well, then, out of nowhere, because, when it was Inner City Posse, I mean, I was listening to ICP before most of these ICP kids and the fucking juggalos even realized that their fucking idols were actually Inner City Posse.
Yeah, way back when. Like, I've got a few of those.
And one day out of nowhere, a dude I know, well, wasn't a dude then, we were kids, he put on this song, and I'm listening to him, and he's talking about grilling babies on a grill and eating them. And he's talking about, he said he was grilling baby nuts, not just babies, he was eating baby nuts.
Baby nuts.
And I'm like, I stood back and I'm like, what the fuck is this? He's like, oh,
dude, he was so ahead of, he was literally 20 years ahead of what music was. And I don't know if it just developed that way because of him, but it probably did. Him, ICP, Necro, Isham,
he messages me from time to time, and he's likes my shit on Instagram all the time. I've yet to do a collab with Necro, but I plan on it. He's been someone I've loved for a very long time as far as music.
Yeah.
I just have always been a fan of Necro. A lot of people don't like him. I have been a huge fan.
No, I like Necro, man. His music's dope, man. That fucking I Want Drugs, and it's just a dope ass song, and like he's so fucking East Coast, it's ridiculous, man. He is just so like. Well,
he's a hardcore. I mean, he is a raunchy, straight to the point, fuck your life, dude. Like there's videos of him and some of the dudes in a Psychological Records, which is his label, walking around the streets of New York, and like they're just fucking. They're having a ball, man, fucking with people, walking up to strangers, and like, hey, fuck your life. And these people don't know what to do. I mean, they're real motherfuckers. They fuck with Vinny Paz and all the guys. Tricks. Which shout out to them, because King Magnetics and Army of the Pharaohs and everything, he's on my new album, which is awesome.
Oh, no shit, that's crazy. See, you're always like the fucking, what is it, the 6 circles of Kevin Bacon. There's always someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows Kevin Bacon, so like.
The Jerk is on my album too, who's actually an affiliate of Vinny Paz and all those guys.
See, man, like you're a step away, man. When I started working with Jelly Roll, then I was able to work with Stack, then I was able to work with Lil White. And it just works like that, man. You develop one relationship, and then like you meet this dude here, and then you're like, yo, man, what's up? I want to work with you, and then like, dude, it just builds like that.
Man, you make them connections. That's why I said, networking is the most essential thing anybody can do. They always say, what's one piece of advice that you would give to a youngin'? Everybody always wants to say, stay in the game, keep your head up, don't let people keep you down. Well, that's obviously a given. But the second thing is, don't ever limit yourself. Even if you go and play a show with an artist and you hate the way that they sound and and you don't dig their shit, walk up to him after the show, shake his hand, and say, you know what, man, great set. And I don't look at that as lying or bullshitting the guy. You were making a connection because now you guys know one another. Maybe sometime you know someone looking for that sound, and you can hook him up with a show. He does the same for you. You network with every single person you know because it spreads from one person to another like a virus. And like you said, you worked with, Jelly Roll, who's an amazing rapper who led to, A-Stack and Little White and everybody else, which are all great rappers in that same family of things. And that's how it works. So I would pray that, me working with Burke the Jerk and King Magnetic could possibly lead me to working with, someone like Vinny Paz eventually down the road.
Yeah, no doubt.
Outer Space or any of those guys, or even Esoteric or any of them. So
yeah, dude, that would definitely be the camp for you to try to wiggle into and work with. Even as an indirect thing, dude, that's the squad you need to be in for real.
But let me finish it up real quick with that other thing. What I was getting back to, so I don't jump too far off topic, because I know we're finishing up here, is I was listening to ICP for years. Someone introduced me to Brother Lynch Hung. It changed my life because I already had that roots of really liking that weird, off-the-wall, ICP type of sound. Like, it was just kind of out there. And then when I heard the guy who wasn't making it funny, who wasn't like, welcome to the House of Horrors. No, you see the dude that came in and he was like, I'm going to slit your fucking throat. I'm going to eat your baby. And I'm like, okay, I'm down right now. I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
And I took those two. Then I came across Necro shortly afterwards. And it was like the three of those key elements right there to those sounds helped create, along with millions of others, but I mean, those three were pivotal to me because it helped formulate something that wasn't copying any one of those three styles, but altogether turned into a pod, created something altogether different.
Nice.
So, big shout out to obviously Necro, to Brother Lynch Hung and ICP.
Nice.
Those guys are the godfathers of what they've done in their own sound. Because if you ask Brother Lynch Hung, he's horrorcore, but he doesn't really call himself that. He calls himself rip cut music.
Yeah.
Necro does not call himself horrorcore. He calls himself fucking death rap. So, you know what I mean? They all go by their own titles, so they don't associate with one another. So they all form their own pillars, but all together have done, started the different movements of those three styles of underground, dirty, filthy fucking music.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, Skippy, man, we appreciate you letting us bother you for a phone call, man. It was great having you on the show, man. You do a damn good interview, brother. You really do. You really do.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys having me on. Shout out to you guys. Power requires hustle, man. You always got me as an ally, someone that's got you guys' back. So thank you for all the love.
No doubt.
Thank you for having me on it. Anybody listening, make sure you check out Brutal Business Entertainment and all my artists. Check out Nomophobia on Halloween, all online major retailers. If you're looking for any merch, I got tons of merch: 6 t-shirts, posters, stickers, decals, all that stuff. So hit me up. And just be watching out for me. I'm a problem. So, you're going to see a lot more of me coming up, a lot bigger things. So get used to it. And make sure you check out that new King Cold if you're watching too. So shout out to you guys for everything you do. Thank you.
All right, thank you, brother. We'll get at you again, I promise you.
Absolutely. I love it, man. You guys have a wonderful night.
All right, man, you too.
Hey, take care.
Bye.
Peace.